the illegal alien policy, the illegal alien crisis is worse, the invasion is worse because of sanctuary cities. Not only are they targeting illegal aliens, but they're also targeting their enablers. And the administration has made it clear through a memo issued by the Justice Department that local and state officials who obstruct federal immigration law through sanctuary policies and decisions and other activities to undermine the rule of law should be criminally investigated and prosecuted where appropriate. Which is exactly right. We wouldn't have, one of the I shouldn't say we wouldn't have because the Biden open borders policy was just so extreme. But the illegal alien policy, the illegal alien crisis is worse, the invasion is worse because of sanctuary cities. Every major city in the United States is a sanctuary city. So you can have a wall 100 feet high, but if once you're here, you essentially will never get deported. And not only that, but you'll be harbored in effect in various states and cities. You get to get a driver's license, you get money, all sorts of things. Stop. Heading is illegal, it's got to be prosecuted. Why would everyone should follow the law, right? Even non-citizens present in the United States. But can't you see how that's a perverse incentive to have illegal aliens come here and reside here illegally? And to that, and along those lines, again, Judicial Watch simply never stops. We filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago, specifically the mayor's office, for records on his pledge to essentially resist the rule of law, specifically Trump's mass deportation efforts. The mayor is a radical leftist. His name is Brandon Johnson. And this press conference, he describes his resistance.
The incoming administration is not just a threat to Chicago, but a threat to what is sensible about this country. And as mayor of the city of Chicago, we're not going to bend or break or cower to someone's threat. We're going to stand up and unite around our shared values, and they have my assurance that I'm going to protect the families of this city.
He went on to say, either in this or another press event, city officials will continue to shield all immigrants in Chicago from federal agents, regardless of whether they are citizens, permanent residents, or asylum seekers, despite the election of President-elect Donald Trump. Johnson also said he was prepared to fight any effort to stop federal funds from flowing to Chicago because it will not cooperate with mass deportation efforts and would work to stop the arrival of immigration agents. So it sounds to me like he's committing or is committed to obstructing justice and misusing federal funds. And we asked for records about these statements. Tell us about your efforts to destroy the United States by open borders policies and sanctuary policies. And they didn't give us any records. We're working with the firm Chalmers, Adams, Becker, and Kaufman, who filed the lawsuit on behalf of Judicial Watch in the Circuit Court of Cook County after the mayor's office failed to respond to a November 27, 2024 FOIA request for records of communications of Mayor Johnson or his designated representatives about plans or preparations to resist federal efforts to enforce immigration laws or not cooperate with the Immigration and Customs Enforcement deportation plans. And they said they didn't have any records. So which is it? Was he just blowing smoke, or are they hiding records? Either way, it's a scandal. I guarantee you there are records. We've been around the block many times on government records. Thousands of times on government records. So when a mayor makes a statement like this, there has to be government records about what he's saying and what he's planning. As I said, the new Justice Department, and this is a specific policy, they're directing federal prosecutors to investigate and consider prosecuting, quote, resistance, obstruction, and other non-compliance with lawful immigration-related commands and requests from federal authorities. Now, of course, you know, law-breaking and helping aliens invade the United States is expensive. Chicago spent $574.5 million in sheltering migrants, which is the new term for illegal aliens here. As I say in our press release, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson announced himself and his city government to be outlaws on illegal immigration, as they plan to help illegal aliens resist the rule of law. Sure enough, this scandal is worsened by the evident cover-up of the full scope of Mayor Johnson's lawlessness, which Judicial Watch aims to remedy with our open records lawsuit. And our longtime colleague out in Illinois, one of our lawyers that we use often in Illinois, Christine Svensson, great lawyer, is helping us with this lawsuit. And we've got other FOIA requests. I think we may have some other lawsuits in the mix, I'm not sure, on other sanctuary city mayors and leaders who are attacking the federal government and planning to thwart and undermine the rule of law by their own admission. Judicial Watch has been in the forefront of challenging sanctuary policies. It's legally difficult to do. We're glad the Trump administration is willing to prosecute over it. But it's a terrible, these policies are terrible because they so enable so much dangerous activity. It puts people's lives at risk. These sanctuary policies, for instance, often prevent dangerous criminals from being quickly given over to ICE once they're released from local prisons. Because of these sanctuary policies, for example, someone will get out of jail after engaging in the most heinous of crimes, and even the Biden administration complains they weren't being told. And these people are led onto the streets when they otherwise can and should have been deported. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.